You know that feeling when a story just grabs you, not just entertains, but really, like, gets under your skin and sticks with you. That's what we're diving into today.
Exactly.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at Jason Rekulak's Hidden Pictures. It's this really chilling suburban thriller. And our mission, using the sources you've given us, reviews, reader thoughts, all that is to unpack what makes it so unsettling.
Yeah.
This isn't just a review, though. We want to explore the psychological tension, those kind of ghostly vibes, and especially the twists. The sources really focus on those twists. Some are pretty controversial, too.
Right. We're peeling back the layers, seeing what makes it tick.
And what's fascinating about Hidden Pictures, and the sources really back this up, is how it mixes things up.
It really does. It's not just one thing.
It's got supernatural bits, it's a psychological thriller,
Yeah.
but it like lands right in the middle and makes you think about stuff beyond just a scary story.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to dig into how Rekulak weaves that all together, creating this sense of unease where you're constantly questioning what's real.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Springbrook, New Jersey. We meet Mallory Quinn.
Right?
She's fresh out of rehab, really trying to stay sober, and just desperate for some stability, you know.
Understandably.
So this opportunity pops up. Live-in nanny for the Maxwell family. Seems perfect. Ted, Caroline, and their little boy, Teddy.
5 years old, described as kind of shy, creative.
Exactly. On the surface, it's like this perfect second chance, quiet town routine. Maybe she can even get back into her art again.
Which is important, right? That desire for normal makes her maybe ignore some early weirdness.
Totally. Because things take a turn. And it starts with Teddy's art.
Ah, yes, the drawing.
At first, it's all, stick figure bunnies, happy suns, balloons, totally normal kid stuff.
Right.
But then, really fast, it changes. The drawings get disturbing. Like vivid scenes of a man dragging a body through the woods.
Oh.
Yeah, or like a woman pleading, looking terrified. It's a really sharp, chilling shift. Sets the mood immediately.
And you have to think about the impact of that, right? A kid's drawing, usually so innocent, becomes this portal to something dark.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you question everything. Childhood, innocence, that perfect suburban veneer, what's going on behind the scenes, what's guiding this kid's hand.
And Mallory, well, she gets concerned pretty quickly.
As you would.
Yeah, you would. She notices Teddy's art isn't just dark, it's getting weirdly mature.
Mm-hmm.
Like too precise, too details for a 5-year-old.
Almost like someone else is doing it.
Right. He draws a woman's face with complex shading or these really accurate, unsettling woods. Then she finds something specific.
Okay.
The name Annie Barrett. And she finds out Annie was this young artist, talented, who supposedly died in that exact house. Tragically. Mysteriously.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that changes everything. Puts a whole more spin on the drawings.
Definitely. And Mallory's feeling more and more isolated, anxious, right? But she does find a couple of allies, surprisingly.
Oh.
There's Mitzi, a neighbor. She's really into spiritual stuff, very open to the idea of a haunting, and actually encourages Mallory's suspicions.
Okay, the believer.
And then there's Adrian. He's the landscaper, handsome, but he's skeptical. Which, weirdly, kind of helps ground Mallory.
Oh, so.
Well, his practicality, even if he doesn't buy the ghost story, it gives her a different viewpoint, connects her back to the normal world she feels like she's losing touch with.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. And this is where the book really plays with you, right? It makes you ask those big questions.
That's
like,
okay.
Is Teddy really haunted? Is he channeling Annie somehow through these creepy drawings? Or, and this is key, given Mallory's past, her recent rehab, her own trauma, is she projecting? Is her own fragility making her see things?
Yeah, is she a reliable narrator?
Exactly. Rekulak keeps you guessing, is the danger supernatural or is it in Mallory's own mind? Or maybe both. It creates this constant unease.
And readers have really picked up on that tension, the pacing. Our sources say it's been called like entertaining and engaging as hell. High praise. Yeah, people love how Rekulak keeps things moving fast, but without it feeling shallow. Not just skimming the surface.
Right. Maintaining depth, even with speed.
It gets compared a lot to The Haunting of Hill House meets The Perfect Nanny.
Oh, interesting comparison. I can see that.
Yeah, it's got that slow burn, psychological dread like Hill House, but also the creepy domestic suspense of the nanny thriller thing.
Yeah.
Seems like it really hit the mark for a lot of people expecting a good supernatural thriller.
Definitely. The positive feedback on the eerie art, the pace, the emotional punch, it's pretty consistent. But it wasn't universal acclaim on every single point.
Oh, what else did the sources say?
Well, one critic, Kathleen Hagenson, is mentioned. While she liked a lot of it, she apparently found Mallory's character a bit reactive.
Reactive how?
Like maybe a bit slow to piece things together sometimes, and maybe leaned into the melodrama a touch too much for her taste.
Okay, fair enough. Character stuff can be subjective.
Totally. And she also mentioned the epilogue felt maybe a bit too drawn out, more reflective than necessary, kind of diluting the punch of the ending for her.
Interesting. So even with the praise, there were some specific character and structure critiques.
Exactly. Shows how different elements land differently for readers.
But here's something everyone seems to agree on, based on the sources. The illustrations.
Yeah, yes.
Crucial. Absolutely crucial. Reviewers are basically saying you need the print version. You have to see the pictures to get the full impact.
They're not just add-ons?
Not at all. They're part of the story, almost like another character. They really ramp up the creep factor, makes the physical book kind of essential for this one. Okay, right. We need to give a big, flashing spoiler alert right here.
Yep. Major spoilers ahead.
Seriously, if you haven't read Hidden Pictures and you want that twist to hit you fresh, pause now. Go read it. Come back.
Last chance.
Okay, you still here. All right, let's get into it. The massive reveal.
Brace yourself.
Teddy isn't Teddy. Teddy is actually a little girl. Her name is Flora.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was kidnapped by the Maxwells when she was just a toddler. They killed her mother. Horrible incident.
Oh my God.
And then they just buried the truth.
Yeah.
Hid the body. Passed Flora off as their son, Teddy.
Yeah.
Made it this whole fake life.
Wow. Just wow. That's jarring. Shocking doesn't even cover it. Heart-wrenching, really.
Completely flips the entire story upside down.
And the fallout is intense, right? As the sources describe it.
Yeah.
Mallory finds this out, tries to expose them.
But they turn it around on her.
Exactly. They frame her for relapsing, try to discredit her, even try to kill her to keep the secret buried.
It gets really frantic.
Super frantic. There's this whole sequence with a near supernatural kind of rescue, brings back those earlier ghostly feelings, but maybe you see them differently now.
Right, through a new lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a traumatic confrontation, a desperate escape. It leaves you reeling. So it forces you to ask, right, was any of it really a haunting? Or, looking at the big picture now, was it all just profound trauma? Deep, dark human deception manifesting in these strange ways.
Yeah, it completely reframes everything before it. Every creepy drawing, every weird feeling Mallory had.
Makes you reevaluate the whole thing based on, well, human monsters, not necessarily ghosts.
And this is where it gets deeper than just a horror story, you know?
Absolutely.
That twist pushes it into being this, like, meditation on trauma, on identity, how lies can literally build a reality.
Especially within a family. The psychological impact. It's huge, not just on Flora, forced into this identity, but on the Maxwells, living this lie.
Yeah, how does that kind of deception shape someone? It really makes you think about identity itself.
It does.
Yeah.
And that leads into the controversy that some sources mention.
Right, what was that about?
Well, according to the sources, some critics felt the way the gender identity aspect was handled, Flora being forced to live as a boy as part of this horrific deception, felt problematic to them.
Oh, so?
Some felt it maybe conflated gender identity with the manipulation in an uncomfortable way. And others apparently found that bringing in sort of religious elements later to explain parts of the twist felt a bit jarring or maybe unnecessary after everything else.
Okay. So sensitivity around the gender aspect and maybe some plot points feeling tacked on for some.
Yeah, that seems to be the gist of the critique from those sources. It's just important to note that while the twist is powerful, these specific choices around sensitive themes didn't land perfectly for everyone and generated some real discussion.
Gotcha. Presenting that impartially, as the sources do.
Exactly, just reflecting the range of responses.
But it's interesting, even those critics who had those points, they still mostly say the book is super creepy, easy to get into, and, yeah, impossible to put down.
Oh, for sure. The can't put it down factor is almost universal in the feedback.
And those illustrations, again, everyone keeps coming back to how important and effective they are. Really adds to that chilling vibe.
Yeah, it sounds like the whole package story, art, pacing really works together, even if some thematic elements spark debate. And maybe that mix, the gripping story plus the challenging bits, is why it sticks with you, you know? Why it makes such a mark and gets people talking.
That makes sense. It's more than just a quick read then.
Definitely. It prompts reflection, whether you agree with every choice or not.
So wrapping this up, our deep dive into Hidden Pictures shows it's this really well-crafted supernatural thriller. It hooks you, builds tension masterfully.
Like almost unbearably sometimes.
Yeah. And then it just smashes your expectations with that twist. It's disturbing, it's emotional.
It really is.
If you like ghostly mysteries, psychological horror, plots that linger, seems like a really solid recommendation. Especially, again, the print version.
For sure. And maybe a final thought for you to chew on after hearing all this.
Okay.
Think about how easily that fake reality took hold with the Maxwells, right in this normal-seeming town. Yeah. How much do the stories we tell ourselves or tell about others actually shape what we see as real, and what other horrors might just be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to look closer?
Ooh, that's a good one. And tying back to the book itself, think about those illustrations. We kept mentioning them.
It's essential.
How much more powerful can a story be when you have visuals working with the text to creep you out, to pull you in? It's a great reminder of what print can do, isn't it?